So I'm on my back on the grass by a beach that's on the way home where I kind of stopped. I don't know if my phone's going to pick up the audio, or I think it might start raining soon. Not sure.
So, that's me on Saturday after missing my last chance to qualify for the Invitational at the Event to End All events, which is coming up this Friday. I want to talk about the experience I had with my first real grind for a tournament that I really wanted to succeed at. But first, I need to talk about someone else. This is Nathan Mott. He's a League of Legends ex-pro who played for the Direwolves and now runs a coaching service with his previous teammate, Coach Curtis. He also has a podcast called Broken by Concept, which is
the number one League of Legends solo queue educational and motivational podcast.
I really love the BBC because of the way it talks about the process of improvement. Rather than giving specific advice in a BuzzFeed-style top 10 ways you're losing ranked games, Coach Curtis and Nathan Mott talk about how to stay motivated and approach the game in a way which will allow you to learn and grow independently. Nathan, in particular, loves to talk about narratives and how they affect your mental state when you play a game. These aren't narratives like T1's blatant plot armor. They're the things we tell ourselves about the game while we play, and they are Nathan's worst enemy. See, humans aren't great at determining facts when we're emotionally invested, so we often tell ourselves things that just aren't true. This is unhelpful for a number of reasons. When you're playing a competitive game, at best, they can cause you to play into the wrong scenario, and at worst, they eat up your brain power when you really need to focus on what's going on in front of you. So let's go back to this video and see what narratives we can find.
Just played the Miranda Invitational. Wound up 2-3. Started 2-0. Felt really good. Punted in round 3. Could have forced a game 3, but missed my timing and lost the game there. Then it was all sort of downhill. Round 4 was close, and round 5 again could have won, but got a bit impatient. I don't know, I feel burnt out. I've been playing this deck for a long time, and I know that it's a hard deck. It's one that I've regularly said has got so many extremely challenging decision points, but at the same time, like, it just feels like I should be playing better, right? It's usually extremely clear after the moment that I've made a mistake. Not even, when things have changed, but I'll make a decision, spend 2 more seconds thinking about it, and then realize, no, I got it wrong. Yeah, it is starting to rain now.
Well, let's take that in order, I guess. First of all, this is hours after round 3, and I am still thinking about how I lost. It's Monday now, and I'm still thinking about it. Like, this is one of those things that sticks with you, and that's not great. It leads to the narratives like you get later on, where the deck is good, but I am bad. I've made a bit of a joke of like, oh, me bad at Magic, and it's not entirely wrong, but it definitely, if it's getting to me in a way like this, that's problematic. Then you come to just where that resignation set in, right? You can see I got slammed by 1 loss. That was it. It was 1 mistake, 1 loss, and I took it really badly. I was still thinking about it in round 3. I was still thinking about it now. And it turned the tide of the event for me. This is where the narrative can kill you, right? All I needed to do was just forget that game happened. That's it. Just forget that game happened and move on. And you can see that it's not the first time that this has happened. In fact, I have a consistent record across a number of these qualifier events where a similar thing happens. I'll start out strong, something will go poorly, I'll feel like it's doomed, and I'll finish on a flat note. And the thing is, it's kind of the deck's fault. See, Flash is probably the most tilting deck I've ever played. For those unaware, tilt is an expression which basically just means getting emotional and playing suboptimally because of it. And the thing about Flash is that if you make a mistake, you will not top deck your way out of it, at least the way that I've built it. That means that you often just wind up sitting there for the rest of the game and losing. When that happens enough times, you get stuck in that loop of knowing that you screwed up and not having a way to recover it in the game. And if that sticks out for the whole game, it's really easy to let it get into the next games too. And this is, in some ways, a fault of the player, right? But in some ways, it's also the fault of the deck. I've often held that Flash is an extremely strong deck if you play it perfectly or near perfectly. And I had someone tell me when I said that, they said that, yeah, that's still a problem with the deck. Being difficult to play is a shortcoming. And yeah, that's true. Because the deck is so bad at recovering, it feels really punishing to have made a mistake, and that can be hard to recover from. And clearly it is getting to me. I'm feeling burnt out. I'm feeling like I'm not able to win with the deck, even though I know that the deck can win because I know what mistakes I made and the ways that I could have done better. The question is, when does dwelling on those moments stop being a process of learning and start creating bad narratives? This is something that not just me, but anyone who plays a competitive game has to tackle. The key now is to make sure that I'm not tying myself to these narratives. Yeah, they're problems that I deal with, but they're not who I am. I love playing Magic, win or lose, and at the end of the day, that's the important thing that I'm here for. To sum it up, fuck this stupid fucking deck and fuck me for choosing to play it, and I'll see you all on Saturday.